Hi everybody! Today we're going to be belatedly setting up my 2026 bullet journal. I had intended to do this in December, but my order from Notebook Therapy took longer than I expected and I ran out of time. Speaking of which, I have this beautiful journal from Notebook Therapy with a pretty gold fox and leaves on the front. It's a craft paper journal, which I'm pretty excited about, and it's got this little pocket in the back as well. The back is really pretty as well. So I'm going to jump straight in. I decided this year's overall theme is going to be foxes. I just thought the front fox was too cute. So I'm going in with coloured pencils here to draw a fox for the cover page. I drew one already off camera. It's my first time in a long time using coloured pencils, so I wasn't too confident. This second fox is a test to see if I can just do a red and white version on the tan paper, if that looks any better. In a minute you'll see the original one that I cut out already come on screen. I did like how the second fox turned out, but I preferred the first one. I think I got the proportions a little better. After I cut this out, I'm going to go back in with a brown coloured pencil just to make those dark areas a little darker. So my idea for this page is to have a circular window with the fox in front, and behind the window to have the numbers 2026 in a circle of maple leaves. I start by cutting out the circle, and then tracing where that circle is through to the page behind. I started off using a pencil for the maple leaf drawings, but decided I would have to rub that out anyway, so I might as well use a coloured pencil for the outlines, and I much prefer it. I used the same reference photo for each of the leaves, and I'm honestly not sure if by the end I'm drawing them more accurately or not. After doing the outlines, I rub out the pencil lines and then go in with 3 colours to colour in the leaves. I start with the darkest colour, the red, and as you can see I'm colouring them all in the same way, and then I move on to the orange and then the yellow. At the end I felt it was still missing something, some definition or contrast, so I took a gamble and tried outlining the leaves with a dark purple pencil. It turned out so pretty, so I really recommend being brave with your colours. Here I stick down the fox and do an initial outline of the numbers that will go behind. I decided to do them big and I kind of regret it. It looks great when you flip the window up, but the fox kind of covers them and I don't love that. Overall I'm pretty happy with it though. Moving on, I'm setting up my 2025 in review and my goals page. I realised at this point that I wanted more foxes to decorate with, so I'm going back into my sketchpad and drawing more. Here I start with the red, the darkest tone, and then put down some broad areas of colour. I do decide to do the line art with purple pencil as I really love the colour combination on the leaves, and it's very similar here. After putting down the highlights, I start going in with more specific areas of colour to create the shadows and the form of the body. One of my pencil leads broke, and it seems like the lead is shattered through the pencil because I can't sharpen it without it breaking, so I don't have this colour to use anymore, which is really unfortunate. Nevertheless, I'm going in with the next fox and using a similar method. I'm putting down some broad areas of colour, the midtones, before going in with the shadows and areas with more definition. I wasn't sure about this fox while I was doing it, but I kept at it, and at the end the purple pencil really ties it all together. I did draw one more fox, but I didn't end up using it, so I didn't include the footage. Going back into the journal, I'm sticking down my foxes on the 2025 in review and goals page. My next page is a letter to myself. The idea is that you write a letter to yourself that you'll open in a year. I used this long thin font to write the title, and I decided to stick in an envelope with a card in it to this page so that I can write on the card and slot it in later. Then we have the want need page. This is where you list out things you want and things you need. I find this page really helpful. Here I was going to stick in a fox but ran out of tape, so I needed to wait until the next day, and I'm glad I did because I prefer how the page turned out. First, I stick down a rectangle of washi to outline the page. And then I wanted to divide the page in half, but with the washi tape down there was no single midpoint, so I covered the line that I drew with more washi tape, and that worked out. I wrote the titles in with the same long font and then stuck down this fox over the need side, as I find there's always less on the need side. Moving on, we have the memories page. This is my favourite page to include in my yearly spreads because it's so lovely to look back on. A lot of people do this with photos, but I like to write out my memories instead. I'm starting by stamping the memories title, and then I go in and use this box stamp. I'm not sure where I got it from. I got it a long time ago. I used the box stamp to stamp down 6 boxes on each page, and I'm probably going to use this book for around 6 months, so it's around 2 memories a month. Some of the stamps didn't go down so well, so I'm outlining them with black pen. And now we have the future log page. I find this page especially helpful when not all of the months in your journal are set up yet. Basically, anything notable that's happening in future months, you can write down here and then put them in the right month when you've set it up. I divided the pages into a roughly equal grid and then wrote in the title and the individual months. Don't ask me what I was thinking when writing in the month titles, I don't know. And finally, we're at the grid page and the pen swatch page. I used to have my pen swatch page at the back of my journals, but I quite like how they look, so I've moved it this time. The grid page is a page where you divide your page into halves, quarters, thirds, whatever you need, and count up the boxes along the sides. This way, when you're setting up a spread later on, you can just refer to this quickly. For the pen swatch page, I'm just putting in the title in the same long font as before. When flipping through this setup initially, I felt it was a little plain. I know it's going to look great when it's all filled up, but I thought it needed a little extra something, so I went in and added some leaves here and there off camera. I hope you enjoyed this setup. Leave me a comment letting me know what your theme is this year. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, you're going to love this one.